The greatest mixtape ever is the latest example of why we need to own our culture.
Yeah.
If you missed it, America, the greatest mixtape ever is the latest 30 for 30. I know 30 for 30 is a legendary series now, award-winning series put out by ESPN on various topics. Okay. Also, 30 for 30 is a masterful song by me and my brother Tim G. Jacob. Y'all need to go check that out. Okay. Make sure y'all go check that out. First letter 30 for 30 featuring Tim G. Jacob.
Cold.
But in this 30 for 30, they highlight the rise and fall of the And One mixtape. For y'all youngins out here that missed out on that, the And One mixtape was kind of like what y'all see right now online with these guys going viral. They just be going around the country hooping at these various pickup games and stuff like that, and they be going viral for breaking folks off at these pickup games. Like I know some dude named Hezzy God. I see him every day on my timeline doing somebody stupid, okay? Well, when me and T were coming up, we had cats like Hot Sauce. We had cats like Skip to My Lou. We had cats like the Main Event, Half Man, Half Amazing. All these guys were street ball guys who ended up on this thing called the And One mixtape. Yep. All right. And on that 30 for 30, you learn that, hey, the guys who founded And One was, so some white guys who were businessmen.
Yep.
And they looked at this street ball shit as a way to promote their sneakers. You know what I'm saying? The music got involved from a black guy that they had hired, who was also a DJ. And shit, he took the tapes home and was just watching the tapes while he was fucking with his music, and lights went off, and he chose to blend the music with the tapes. And y'all know in hip-hop culture, mixtape is one of them things. To my a lot of careers have been spawned off of the mixtape. You feel me? Yeah. And so he took the street ball culture and mixed that with hip-hop culture, and you got the And One mixtape. But here's the thing, America, and this is highlighted in 30 for 30. Like with the first And One mixtape, some of the cats that were on it didn't even know they were on it. Some of the artists whose music were on the damn tape didn't even know that their music was on the tape. You know what I'm saying? While at the same time, these motherfuckers were getting money.
Yeah.
Okay? These folks tell me that they sold 200,000 pairs of shoes off the strength of our culture off top. Just like that when they start using the mixtape with it. Okay? Like, this shit crazy to me. But it goes back to what one of my OGs said in an interview that's getting ready to drop. Shout out to my OG C. Lee McKinnis. Shout out to my OG C. Lee McKinnis. He said something very profound, very provocative. He said, Black people are the only people who don't own what we do best.
That's true.
He said, Black people are the only people who don't own what we do best.
That's true.
I was floored by that because I look at it. Yes, we are still facing discrimination. We still facing so many barriers in various arenas. But we've been able to break through and shine our light in sports and entertainment.
Yeah.
And we don't be owning the shit. We don't own the teams that we play for. We don't own the record companies that we record for. You see countless artists online complaining about, I got fucked in this deal. I don't own my masters. I got about, I'm talking about, you see heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Legends.
Yeah.
You can go all the way back. Remember Prince had slave written on his face because of this same shit. You've seen Kanye in the media hollering about he want his masters, fighting for his masters. You've seen R. Kelly talk about he ain't own none of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? You've seen all these folks get fucked. You see these basketball players, these football players.
Yep.
Yeah, they making stupid money, but how much money you think them owners making if they can pay these boys that?
Triple that.
You know what I'm saying? So in this shit, you had these guys who were doing what you see Kyrie do right now, what you see Steph do right now with the handle. Them motherfuckers were doing that shit on the streets in the late 90s, early 2000s. They were doing that shit.
Yeah.
That's another reason why folks can't tell me cats from back then can't last. No, the moves they were doing were illegal in the league.
Yeah.
But on the streets, your ass could do whatever. You could be as creative as you wanted to be, man. And these guys just were so nice with it, but it didn't click for them to monetize it themselves.
Yeah.
And so these guys outside of the culture, I think they said these guys graduated from Wharton Business School, dog. You see my brother T.
Ain't nobody hooping. Ain't nobody hooping there.
No, but they just saw ching ching.
Yep.
And had a chance to just sweep in, use these guys' talent, use these rappers' balls, and push this product.
Yep.
And we got a short lived effect off of it. Like some of these guys end up being able to get a little fame for a hot second. But if you look at the guys that they showing on the documentary, them guys still living humbly, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rafer Alston was the only one that I can remember that actually went to the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was Rafer Alston.
The rest of them guys had short-lived fame off that shit and then they moved on. But them guys who own and won, they made that money.
They made a whole lot of money.
It don't look like they living humbly. You know,
still making money.
That shit crazy to me, T, about how we don't own what we do best, man. What are your thoughts just on that concept, T?
Now, forthright to America, I have not had the opportunity to watch this, and my brother has, and you know,
that's the rundown on that baseball. Everything else you've seen it because you've seen it.
But you know, as you talk about it, I go to thinking back about the videos we saw, like when YouTube was in its infancy, and we got to see Escalade and Professor and all these guys, and then we got to see the guys that could make the tour and could make the tour. You know, like you ain't hooping hard enough. You may make the tour, you may not. And then it was on tour, and I'm sure there's some stories about the tour itself. And then it's funny to me because I turn around and I'm sitting here tonight and I'm putting together a bed for my son. Now, this is why I say that, because I'm looking at what I'm thinking about the guys that might not necessarily be doing that were really nice on the Mixtape tour. Like your Professors and your Skip to My Lose and your Half Man, Half Amazings, all those guys, they had league potential. But yet, today they just regular guys. Like nobody in today's era knows who these guys are. These guys are really talented. Like we were wowed by their skill set, and it doesn't come to fruition. You know, I think Professor is like one of the ones that, you know, you looked at him, you went Jason Williams. Like that's what you thought of when you saw the Professor. But now it's like, okay, there's so many skilled guys. Like you got the Euro guys, you got guys from Africa, you got guys from just different countries, and it's different now. But the biggest thing is that we just haven't had the opportunity or the right people. Like, what if Ice Cube would have owned the And One Mixtape tour? Like, what if he did that? What would that look like?
It should have been us.
It should have been us. Yeah, it should have been us.
How long had we heard about these Rucker games being
Oh,
so these
forever.
big deals
Forever.
and all that
Big
kind of
bro.
stuff.
Wait.
They should have been
Wait.
black owned. That shit should have been traveling.
The open run games out there in California. It slips my mind. But the big runs they have in California, where you see them guys like face to face, nose to nose, getting it in because somebody getting buckets on a guy, like because Harden would play in those leagues, Paul play in those leagues. I cannot think of the name of it now. I'm so sorry, I cannot remember what that league was called, but that's a Drew League. That's it, the Drew League, and it's like that's a whole vibe out there. You know what I'm saying? But yet the Drew League is just basically ran in a gym where the people come out and watch it. And to me, Drew League ought to be TV. That's TV type stuff. That's stuff where, okay, Showtime, all the smoke gets to commentate that. And you watch Drew League games on Showtime or YouTube TV or YouTube, whatever, like however you air that.
Or some black owned joint.
Something black on, something like
we got like tell you, the Diddy own Revolt or what?
I don't know that exactly.
Okay. I know Oprah owns OWN.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she's interviewed sports. It's like she's not aware of sports. Okay. She interviewed Michael Jordan and all the other big time guys. Somebody and she could be putting these cultural things on her shit. We just got to start owning what the fuck we do well, bro. It makes no fucking sense.
That's true. That's true.
And you got the leverage because you're the best in the world at this shit. You're the best in the world. LeBron is for his era, was the best in the world at basketball. That's leverage. Yeah. Our rappers and stuff like that. These folks marvel at what we black Americans do, bro. Yeah, around the world, they marvel at what we do culturally. The dances we come up with, the songs we come up with, the slang we come up with, the fashion we come up with, the athletic ability we display. Like, and we don't own this shit.
Nope.
Even the dances we do ended up in that damn video game.
Yep.
What's that fucking video game all these kids keep playing? Not Call of Duty. It's the other shit.
Fortnite.
Yeah. That shit ended up in Fortnite, bro. Yeah. And motherfuckers start calling the dances Fortnite dances rather than the rappers that the shit came from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can we let these folks swoop in and get the bag off us?
Yeah. I think the greatest mixtape ever, and I haven't watched it again. But
that's
I think
the gist of it. You lived it. You know what I'm saying?
But I think it's just one of them things where it's like, okay, the show was on the road and it was never profitable for people in that time frame. I just think it wasn't it wasn't one of them things where, okay,
it was profitable for AND1.
Exactly. For AND1, they're good with it because they're ponying the money up. But the guys that was out there on the tour putting their bodies on the line, being athletic, being entertaining, having to ride up and down the road. It's what you would deem it. It's tough because, man, I really, we've been saying this for a long time, is waiting on us to own our shit. I mean, that's just where we at. We've been waiting a long time for that. And it seems like with stuff like the greatest mixtape, you get the reminder of what we should be owning. We should have a control of this.
Hell yeah.
You know, like BET should not be owned by Viacom. BET should be BET. BET should be BET. That's just the bottom line. But deals hit the room, people adjust, people adapt, and that's what you get. And I remember the AND1 tour for this much. I remember them people going into gyms and packing those gyms out because people wanted to see their skill and their talent. And you knew the game was going to be an all-star game when you got into it. You knew that was the all-star light. But it still was TV that people, I think, enjoyed watching. I think people like watching these guys in that tour display themselves to say, I can play on any level. You know.
And it's still relevant today. Like I said, you still got these viral sensations, guys. I literally know this Hezzy guy, dude, just for seeing him. I don't know the level of competition he's going against. He's carrying most of the time. But folks don't give a damn. They just like, hey, just like to see some nice moves, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
They should like to see some nice moves. It's just entertainment, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we ain't waiting no longer, America. With y'all as our help. We first of all, we own our shit. You know what I'm saying? And as we are seeing, we hope to bring to you some of the shit we talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So please keep fucking with us. Share what you see. If you fuck with it, like it, and share it, because word of mouth is so powerful. And I'm telling you, what you're gonna get from us is black-owned, black content, and for our allies as well. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't on no race shit. We love everybody, you know what I'm talking about? But we black people, and we know that a whole lot of other folks love black culture as well. Obviously they do, because that's why so many people swoop in and try to sell it.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? So we just gonna be black men selling
what you like to buy.
Not selling out.
What you like to buy.
But selling the culture.
I'm giving you what you like, what you want.
Get down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? But we gotta own our shit. But go check out the greatest mixtape ever. Once again, it's another good 30 for 30. But again, with that third eye, I couldn't stop thinking about that as I watched it.
Yeah.
Put it on some.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com, and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.